What's up, everybody? Jack here from Sailor Sea Woodworks. Wanted to do a gear review here for you all on my Indestructible shoes. Transparency, Indestructible shoes sent me these out about, 3 weeks ago. Wanted me to test them, give them some feedback, and then let you all know what my thoughts were about them. So transparency, I just received these for free. I didn't receive any other compensation, and I told them, like I do anyone who reaches out to me, I'll give you an honest review of your product, if that's something, in our agreement. So I'm going to tell you honestly what I think of these, and just know that I did receive these for free. So I've been wearing these. Let me set these aside. I'll just take one over here. I've been wearing these for probably 3 weeks straight in the shop. I've also worn them, as you know, I do some coaching in the evening. I've worn them out to practice. I wear them around to go to the store, kind of just throw them on in the morning and get a chance to wear them. Kind of definitely put them through their paces, both here in the shop as a 40, 50, 60 hour a week job, plus all just my general life stuff. What's been nice is I can throw them on in the morning. They're comfortable all day long. I think the biggest, most important thing about these is that they wear like sneakers. They're very, very comfortable. They're flexible and breathable. What I like a lot about it is that they have a slip on here, no laces. I used to wear some Merrell slip-on low-top boots with Vibram soles, and have switched to these. So I wanted something lightweight. I don't need a full, high top support hiking boot or work boot because I'm working around the shop here. Really need stuff that's just going to be supportive for standing all day, and then protective for my feet working in, a relatively dangerous wood shop. Lots of positives. I really like them. They're super, super comfy. They have that sneaker feel. They have a sneaker fabric. They're comfortable to wear, and they provide some safety and security from different features that are on here. First and foremost, they slip on easily. They're lightweight and breathable, and that may be a caveat, a good or a bad thing, depending on what your shop is like and what season it is. The soles are very comfortable. Standing out here all day long. I don't go in, and my soles don't, my bottom of my feet don't hurt, and the soles are supportive enough, kind of like an athletic shoe, which is why I like this design a lot. A couple other features. One, they have a steel toe here in the front, extends about 3 inches, your standard steel toe. The fabric here is, on this model, both cut resistant, tear resistant, as well as waterproof, water resistant. I'll talk a little bit about that water resistance here in a moment. Other things, they're very durable. I've worn them in the shop. One of the things that I don't really have the need to have a big hiking boot or like work boot here. So I'm working with certainly lumber, but not big, heavy machinery. All my machinery here is all stationary. It is on wheels, but it's not being lifted above the ground where there's risk of catching or need that support. I'm not lifting anything crazy heavy. I've got a big slab of cherry behind me. Probably weighs a couple 100 pounds or 150 pounds, but those are kind of the weight of things that we're lifting around my wood shop. Certainly lumber, slabs that come in. So the steel toe here is really helpful in terms of protecting my toes. The rest of the foot, the shoe is not protective. It's cut resistant. I've dropped all sorts of stuff. I dropped my utility knife, offcuts, those kind of things down on my shoes just as I'm working day to day here in the shop. And it's been really supportive and really protective. I haven't had any cuts or anything. The steel toe has saved me a couple times in an offcut falling off of, I'm cutting something on with my circular saw and hitting the toe. So that's great to have. One of the things to be thoughtful about in terms of steel toe versus a composite toe, it's not an issue for me, but if you're working with stuff that weighs thousands of pounds, a steel toe can compress and squeeze. It is made of steel, so if you exceed the rating for that toe, it could compress, unfortunately, and a warning on your feet. Composite toes will fracture and crack when they reach that limit, but the kind of mass and weight that I'm working with in a wood shop, steel toe is going to be plenty, and these have been really durable. Definitely put them through their paces, both in the shop, out in the real world, and at practice. I think they provide an excellent level of balance between safety and comfort. If you're worried a little more about the safety, maybe around your ankles or your lower feet, your lower legs, and maybe working with stuff where you're going to encounter more drops or something. These are tear resistant, and cut resistant, but they are a fabric that is tear or cut resistant. So they're not like a thick leather, which a boot might have. They're cleanable, easy to rinse off. They are water resistant. So they're one of the things that I've shared these results with the folks at Indestructible. Couple of things that are my feedback for them. They are certainly water resistant. In the rain, I wore them out to practice where it is raining, walking things to and from my car, or out in just kind of the real world. They are certainly water resistant. Your feet stay dry. One thing that they are not, I wouldn't say they're 100% waterproof in standing water or big puddles. I noticed that I went to do some yard work and I wore these. It was, the grass was really, really wet and it just poured rain. And I got some leakage of water around the sole and upper midsole border, kind of right in here. Really actually just right around kind of the widest part of the foot. And so are they good for stomping through puddles? Probably not. But are they waterproof enough and water resistant enough for day-to-day use? Out in the rain, walking around, maybe you spill something, a solvent, maybe you're dropping some mineral spirits or something, those will stay dry. So that's been really successful. This model, the Jet, is the kind of water resistant, waterproof model. They have other ones that don't have any waterproof, water resistant rating, and they have more kind of durable, maybe soles or fabric on them. And I don't know a lot about the other models, but this is the model I wanted, particularly here in Seattle in the Northwest, where it does rain. It is quite wet. One thing that's not any issue, but they are an athletic shoe. They're not insulated to be warm in the shop. So I have a concrete floor, obviously, in here. It is the winter time, so they're not particularly warm. But they're not supposed to be. They are an athletic shoe model, so that's something you just get and something you should know. If you're going to get something like this, going for that comfort, maybe you're in an area like the Southwest where it's going to be warmer throughout the year, this might be something that would work really well for you. If you're somewhere where it's very cold and you're going to be stomping through snow to go get things out of your car, out to your shop, this is not going to have any insulation just because of its design. And that's no fault of the shoe at all. The only other piece of feedback I would have is that I would like the soles to be a little more grippy. They are very comfortable. They have a foam sole, and they are water resistant, so they're not crazy slippery. But I would like them to be a little more resistant to slipping. I'm used to kind of a Vibram sole, which is very, very slip resistant and really grippy. So when there's maybe a thin layer of sawdust on the ground, when I'm not walking on my mats here, you just kind of walk a little bit more carefully. They're not as slip resistant, and it's part of from their design of being more an athletic shoe design with some of the safety features of someone who's going to be working either in a shop or on the job site. That's the only piece of feedback. I had the water resistant feedback, and just they're not slippery, but I would like them to be a little more slip resistant in a shoe that's marketed as durable work shoe with waterproofness or water resistance. So I'm super, super happy with them. There are other products that folks have sent me that I've been very transparent about my feedback, and I've shared this feedback with the folks in Indestructible, and they were really happy to hear the feedback and learn and grow their brand and their product. But I'm really happy with them. They've been super comfortable. They've been super durable and haven't had any failures in terms of separation or material failures over the about 3 weeks to a month that I've had them. And if you're looking for something that's lightweight, breathable, provides you a steel toe and cut resistance while still giving you the kind of the look and feel of an athletic shoe, and those are the type of features you're looking for, I think these are great. I'm really, really happy with them. And the Indestructible folks have been really responsive in terms of talking and working through feedback. And so I've been happy with that. I haven't had any customer service issues, so I can't speak to their customer service side, but I've been very happy with the product. And we'll continue to wear them. And I'll give you a long-term update, maybe in about 6 months, or if there are any issues that break down. But so far, they've been a durable, comfortable, lightweight, steel-toed, cut-resistant shoe. So thanks for stopping in. I hope that gives you some information. If this is something that works for you, feel free to check them out at Indestructible Shoes. I'll tag them obviously in the description here, and you can find them by Googling their website, indestructibleshoes.com. So thanks so much for checking out.